So if you choose to outsource design, you're still generally, need to come up with, okay, how do you want it to look? What's the text that you want it to say? But if you want somebody to literally build that page for you, here's some different resources you can go to hire people, and exactly that, you can hire, a landing page designer. Keep in mind, if you're hiring people, you can definitely find people for cheap, but cheap generally means cheap results. So the more expensive people are also going to produce something that has a high perceived value, and that's definitely important. So on here, if you're going to outsource design, you need to take the more expensive route, because after all, if you're not doing it yourself, chances are you either don't have the time or you want it to look really good. So make sure that you pay for somebody to do a really good job. Because case in point, so somebody sees your website, they get to this landing page. If it looks really cheap and stuff, that's going to influence how many people are going to be doing business with you. So keep that in mind and make sure that you go for high perceived value. You want everything on there to look really good. And then also keep in mind that you need to pay per project and not per hour when you're hiring people. You do not want to get into the per hour thing. So make sure that you figure out a price and you get it down per project. And keep in mind too, if you're outsourcing, you want to be split testing. So you can talk to them in advance and have them design a couple different landing pages if you have things in mind. The other aspect too, you don't want them to make one and then, it's up to you, but you want an ongoing relationship, because as you're split testing and okay, you have 3 landing pages that somebody, that you got on Fiverr or something designed for you. Awesome. Now you're doing what I taught in previous things. You're using those rotators, you're sending traffic, you're looking at what your opt-in rates are, and now you want to go ahead and change something. You want to make sure that you can keep a relationship with your designer. So if you want to change something and say, oh, you know what, landing page, number 2 has good results. Now I want to tweak this and I want to try, let's try making, the background blue instead of green. You want to have that relationship with somebody, so that way you're not going to have to go and pay for somebody to go redesign a whole new landing page or something like that. So if you're hiring somebody, keep that in mind, and kind of set it up front. Hey, I'm going to be testing these out. If I want some tweaks and stuff, what would the cost be later on to go ahead and change things? So just keep that in mind if you're outsourcing as well. For the do-it-yourself